So, what about that Tyson fight on Saturday?
Uh, were you
Woo!
guys entertained?
Very.
I can say I have a confession. I really didn't watch it. I was over my friend's house, and the intent was to watch it. But we were just like playing around and doing different stuff, and I can say that the performances were lit. But as far as the fight goes, like I wasn't really paying too much attention to it.
I enjoyed both fights. It was just the nostalgia of seeing Roy Jones and Mike Tyson in the ring together. I think the shorter the better. If nobody wasn't gonna get knocked out, make them 2 minute rounds because I didn't want to see Holden for 4 minute rounds. So it
Right.
was good that it was only 2 minute rounds if nobody wasn't gonna get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like the way Tyson looked. I guess they said that he told Roy Jones that he wasn't going to hit him hard in the face, so he wasn't really trying to hit him in the face all like that. But he definitely was hitting him in the body hard.
He
Um,
was. He
and Roy
was.
Jones looked like he didn't have the best shape. So, um, but I would love for them to do that league that they're talking about doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like boxing. If it's not like the main, if it's not like a good match, like this fight this weekend is going to be good. You know what I mean? There got to be a good matchup for me to actually like boxing. So for me to actually sit there and watch that Tyson and Roy Jones fight, it meant a lot because like it was short and sweet, simple. It wasn't a whole bunch of after the performances. It wasn't a whole bunch of sponsorships and just you know what I mean. It got right to the point.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the highlight of the night, uh, the highlight of the night was like Nate Robinson versus uh, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Okay.
Um,
Is he
yeah,
any relation to Logan Paul?
yeah, that's his brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it was like that was very entertaining for the
It
Raw brand.
was. It was. It was a comedy show slash concert slash boxing event because it was all of that and Snoop did the damn thing commentating. He was very entertaining. He said a lot of the things that we were thinking or saying in our living room. So
Yeah,
um that was good. I really wanted to see, even though I knew it wasn't, but I wanted to see something like oars, you know what I'm saying? Something, but like you said, it was just good to see them,
Roy fought smart. He knew the grappling.
absolutely, absolutely. And you seen, well, let me just start off by saying I am a boxing fan. Like
Mhm.
I'm an avid
Yeah, you are.
boxing watcher, and so that's what I said that night. I was like, Roy Jones used his years of skill, just skill, something that Nate Robinson didn't have, clearly, in
If Nate
boxing.
if Nate Robinson would have used any type of defense, he would not have been knocked out.
I want to know.
Who's his trainer? It's not too.
Well, yeah. And I said that to my husband too. And he was like, he could have had the best trainers in the world. But once he got in the ring, all of that shit could have went out the window. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So,
He
um,
attacked him like it was the backyard boxing.
a
Like
street fight. He was trying to scoop him. I felt like he looked at it like a sport is a sport is a sport. I could train and I could do it. He had the heart to do it. Shout out to Nate Robinson for even having the heart to get in the ring like that. You know what I mean? Did anybody check on him and see if he was okay? Because he was on the canvas
yeah,
for a minute.
yeah. He came out. He came out the next day and was talking about it.
Okay,
He
okay. I didn't see.
yeah. He posted the Boys in the Hood, man. I mean, not the Boys in the Hood, the Friday man where Craig said he
Oh,
talking about.
okay. Yeah,
Put the
so
gun down, son.
Well, at least he's a good sport about it.
yeah, the internet ate him up, which
But
of
there was
course.
people that was like Floyd Mayweather, Shaq, and like all of them. He said that they called him after to check on him, like why everybody else was laughing. Because Floyd Mayweather posted something about that too. He was like, everybody shouldn't be making fun of him because it takes guts to even get in that ring.
Yeah, oh, for
And
sure, for
um,
sure.
us as black people shouldn't be making fun. We should be trying to uplift somebody even when they're at their lowest point instead of
Right,
Mm-hmm.
um,
right.
celebrate their laws. So
Oh well,
I was like, I'm
I get
curious
that.
for it.
Yeah, I totally get that because I said that. Like it took a lot of heart and balls to even do that. Like you know what I'm saying? So
With that
but
being said, that
with that being said, boxing is a very serious sport. That's why, i.e., Tyson and Roy, it was 2 minutes. They cut it down. There was a lot of stuff that was taken out because you could be permanently damaged. Like look at like we can look at the previous boxers from getting hit in the head and all of that shit. So yeah, I think Nate Robinson was looking for a quick knockout if he could have just got one in, but it didn't work out for him.
now my thing is too the ref should have stopped it after the second knockdown. Like
Hmm.
it should have got to the point where he got knocked out.
Out
Yeah.
cold,
Now I will
cold.
say this: that some of the memes have been funny. They had him sitting in the empty macaroni pan talking about this Thanksgiving, the last of the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was a ton of them. It was a ton of them. I remember watching a boxing match. This was a few years ago. I had came in from work one day, and I don't even remember who it was. But it was a black gentleman, two black gentlemen fighting. It was like in the middle, like it was like super early evening, but like I don't even know what it was on, but it was on. I came in from work, and of course, I sat down and watched it to see, like, what's going on, who's fighting or whatever. It was a really good fight. So, but anyway, that was the first time I watched the fight where I seen them have to bring in a gurney to get him off out of the ring. Like he was knocked out.
That's
Like they
scary.
had to take him out on a stretcher. And I've never seen that before then, and I've never seen it since. I've seen a lot of knockouts, but that fight, they had to take him out on the stretcher, and I thought that that's what's going to happen with Nate Robinson because he laid there for a minute. I was like, oh shit, because after like a couple seconds, it was just like he ain't moved yet. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was out cold. So yeah, I hope that it doesn't have any long term effects on them. People I don't think that people know how fragile the brain is.
But what I was
And
about to say too, he might already been punch drunk because he played football and basketball. So like getting those concussions, it's kind of easy for you to get knocked out. So
that's what I was about to say. That's why I said I don't think people know how fragile the brain is. And you know what I'm saying, what'll happen in the future. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it could have a long-term effect on him from the years of football, from that knockout. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Mm.
I just pray he don't try to get back in the ring.
yeah, it should have been a one and done for him. Jake Paul that was only his second fight. That was Nate Robinson's first fight. But he was calling out names like he was tough. I said,
Well,
okay.
today I seen that he put something up that he got Conor McGregor, so I
Oh
think
yeah, I
that's
saw that.
about
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All
that'll be
right.
nice.
I watched that.
Because
Yeah.
did you watch his sparring sessions? Jake
Who?
Paul?
Jake Paul? No.
Yeah, he was like if there's a video going around of his sparring sessions, he was knocking all of his sparring partners out. I was like, geez.
Okay. Well, I mean, he'll be somebody that I'll be, checking for. Just like this next fight that's coming up this weekend. It's a good one.
That's a
It's a good.
now,
It's a good one.
it ain't really a good one. Because I don't think that Garcia is going to be able to hold up his end of the bargain because
Why?
Spence is just an animal. I think Spence is going to kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, Garcia is good. He's very good. It's just it's up to Crawford and Spence right now. They got to fight each other.
And Terrence Crawford just fought last week, the week
Yeah,
before last, and
yeah.
I'm putting my money on Terrence Crawford every time. Whenever his mom did an interview and said that she used to pay people to beat her son
Yeah,
up and
ain't that
nobody
crazy?
ever won, I'm putting my money on him.
Ain't that
Period.
crazy?
Like, yeah, like I'm
That's some
putting my
shit.
money on Terrence Crawford. Period. But Errol Spence, I'm a fan, and I wouldn't normally bet against them or go against them. I'm just gonna go with Danny with this one only because this is his first fight after his car accident, and we don't know what type of long
You're
term
going
effect.
with Danny Garcia?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah. Only because did you hear what I said?
I know. I heard what you said, but
Okay,
if he was fighting Crawford after that, I would say something. But he's going to be Garcia.
okay. We'll see.
I like Garcia though. I
Me
like Garcia.
too. I like both of them. I like Earl Spence too,
I,
but
I
again,
was watching Garcia since Golden Gloves. He fought my boy during the Golden Gloves era. So, um, yeah.
only because, like I said, the brain is it's a fragile organ, and Earl Spence was just clinging to life from his car accident. And this is his first fight back. So we gonna see. So I
Uh-huh.
don't know if I don't want to put my money on Earl just on the strength of that.
Mm.
I hear you on
Uh,
that.
just just say, let me just throw that out. Just throw this out there with because this is a whole nother sport. In my opinion, I don't feel like Ben Roethlisberger was ever right ever since his motorcycle accident. Like
Uh-huh.
I feel like he was never right after after that. That's just my personal opinion. So that's the only reason
But
why.
then you say something to me about when I say I don't think Antonio Brown was right after that hit during the Bengals game.
Right, right. But
So Antonio Brown's okay, but nobody else is.
he's an exception to the rules. Like
They all fucked up.
yeah, yes, yes,
It's
yes.
just you're not supposed to hit anything going that fast. Period.
At all.
It's
At
like you're
all.
a crash dummy.
Yes. Yes. And our bodies aren't built like that. But I'm looking forward to the fight. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, shout out to Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. I do like Garcia. I just
Mm-hmm.
know, to me, the upper echelon of fighters is Crawford and Spence at the top, and then everybody else.
Else underneath. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But
Crawford and Spence, you gonna go with Crawford, right?
um, I
Because
was
actually
going
I'm
with
gonna go. I'm going
No,
with him
no,
every
no.
fight.
Yeah, I'll go with Crawford, but I can't say that he will win. I like Crawford more though.
Okay.
Yeah, I none of Spence's fights were close. None of them. None of Crawford's fights were close though either, were they? But
He said,
it's like Pacquiao and Mayweather. Both of them feel like they deserve the 60%, and the other one deserves the 40, so they might not never come to that agreement. Um,
mm-hmm.
and that's the sad thing about boxing, and that's why I
Yeah.
like UFC more than boxing. Boxing, you can kind of cherry pick through who you want to fight. UFC,
Mm-hmm.
they make the matchups for you.
Mm. And this, so I mean, I've watched, especially during this pandemic, because at the beginning when they started allowing the sports and stuff, UFC was one of the first ones. So being that we are avid sports watchers in here, we found ourselves watching
Yeah,
UFC fights, like
yeah,
and matches and stuff. So it's a little bit rough for me. Like I watched it, but I'm just like, oh, that's
yeah. Because if you want to see
yeah,
something, if you want to see a concussion and somebody out cold,
out cold. Watch
at least one
UFC
per
for
pay per view.
sure.
Yep, at least
They
one per
kick
pay
it.
per
They
view.
kick you like that shit is that's a lot. That's a lot. So yeah. So that was the
I'm
Good
sorry I
little
sports
didn't
box.
day.
have much to add here.
Huh?
I said, I'm sorry I didn't have much to add here, but
Huh?
I could talk
I'll
about
watch. I
sports all
mean,
day.
the next one that y'all said is coming up, whoever it is, I'll watch it.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
That's the fight of the year, even though it ain't gonna be the fight of the year. On paper, it looked like the fight of the year.
Right.
I'm giving it 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
Yeah, I got Spence in 6.
Mention 6.
You
Um.
got distance Garcia. You
Yep.
got
I was just about to say the. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna give him a few more rounds, and I'm gonna go with Danny. I don't know what round, but I'm just going with him. We'll see. I've been wrong before, but
It's not so, so, so,